Hello, gamers. Good evening, gamers and entrepreneurs, I must add. Y'all, this video is pretty simple. I just want to let y'all know be grateful, right? Be grateful. Now, don't be grateful confused with what people like to say comfortable. You know, a lot of people, when you hear the word, see, the thing is, when you hear the word grateful, a lot of people that you hear that from, especially when you're growing up, use it in a bad way. They use it in a wrong way. So you take it out of context. So like when you're growing up and as a kid, you always hear, boy or girl, you better be grateful that you got this. You better be grateful that you got that. You know how much that food costs? You better be grateful. There are people starving. You better be grateful for it. And you hear it so many times such a bad way that when someone tells you to be grateful for something or ask you if you're grateful for something, it just has like this bad meaning behind it to you. And you think to yourself, man, fuck that. I'm getting tired of hearing this stupid shit about being grateful. Don't mix being grateful with being comfortable. When you hear from someone who actually has the right intention, what they're telling you is that you should be happy for the things that you have. You should look back at the things that you've gone through and be happy at the things that you have and be happy that those things have turned you into the person that you are today because you're constantly growing and learning. Even the bad things that have happened to you in life, they happen for a reason and they teach you valuable lessons. There's nothing that happens to you in life that wasn't meant to happen. There's nothing that happens to you in life that you can't learn from. That's for sure. So, don't take that out of context. And the reason why I wanted to make this video, y'all, is because, you hear that a lot. Be grateful, be grateful, be grateful. You should be grateful for this, be grateful for that. Never get comfortable where you are and never be comfortable with who you are right now and where you are in life, your status, whether that be anything, whether that be financially or emotionally or mentally or physically or whatever. Always strive to the next level because that's part of what life is consistent and constant improvement in whatever you're doing. And I think back now, I'm not going to bore you with the long story, but I think back now of, when I actually wanted to be a police officer. I wanted to be a police officer for the longest of time. I got to hurry up because my fries are in the air fryer and the smoke detector might go off. But, I wanted to be a police officer for the longest of time, right? And, I'm not going to bore y'all with the super long story, but if y'all want to know the story, let me know down in the comments below. But I wanted to be a cop, and I went through everything, and I had like my life on like this straight path of like this career choice. And by no means am I trying to say being in a career or working a normal 9-to-5 job, as I call it, is such a horrible or bad thing for everybody. Some people are designed to do it. That what would we do without nurses or doctors or firefighters or police officers or the list goes on. But I had my life pretty much on a straight path to where I was thinking, okay, go grow up and not go to college but become a cadet in my area and then end up becoming a trooper. And I had my whole life lined up. Then after that, of course, marriage maybe, and then start a family and get a house and get a car, and then that's it. That's what my plan was, and it didn't work out that way. Like I said, if y'all want to know the story, let me know in the comments below. But it didn't work out that way. I went through everything. I went through the physical test, and I aced the physical test. I went through this board hearing of all these police officers. There were 3 people in the room, intimidating as shit, asking these questions, mugging you. Anytime you answer their question, they try to rebuttal it with some kind of, well, why'd you do this, that? I aced through that. I aced through, inspection and everything, but got to the polygraph, and because I was breathing too heavy in a room, they just told me that I was lying. Was I lying? Absolutely not. But they just told me I was breathing too heavy, and they just disqualified me for it. They said, the dude sent it to his recruiter. I'll never forget the words. I mean, he sent it to his manager, because he was like, I would have passed you, but the other guy, the guy that actually sent it through, and his exact words were, well, you can tell, because he said, what was the reason behind the spike? And I was just like breathing, and he was like, well, tell him that the breathing just disqualified him from the position. And that was it. Nothing I could have done. And on top of that, I was working at the gas station at that time. And in the videos, y'all, if y'all go all the way back, I've still got videos. I'm about to sneeze, that's why I keep blinking. I have videos of me being in the gas station just talking like this. So if y'all like videos like this, I have videos from 2 or 3 years ago that when I was still in the gas station late at night, just recording videos of me just talking about random things. And I was working at the gas station at that time, and like for me at that time, I thought that being a cop was like my one ticket. Like that was my one chance. Like I had life figured out. Like cadet, make money, 21, become a trooper, that's it. I wouldn't have been making these kind of YouTube videos. I wouldn't be, thinking about being an entrepreneur and having all these extravagant things in life and financial freedom. I wouldn't be thinking about all this stuff. And like I said, back then, y'all, I was extremely sad and pissed off. I didn't know what to do. I thought that, what's going to happen to me in life now? But now, thinking about it and looking back on it, I'm grateful. I'm extremely grateful, because now I really can't imagine life without talking to y'all, or without, being a part of the YouTube community, a Twitch community, or without, starting my stream up. I would have never been on Twitch. I've been on Twitch for 4 or 5 years now, or going on this entrepreneurial journey, learning and experiencing new things, and, trying to take my life to the next level, being something other than just working a 9 to 5 for 50 to 40 years, 40 to 50 years, and then retiring and not going for the extravagant things of life, whatever that might be, whether I want, a nice car or a nice house or a jet or whatever the things I want, travel the world. I never thought about those things, so I'm extremely grateful now to actually, be on this path that I am on. And, sometimes it gets tough and it gets rough, because, if y'all know any entrepreneurs and other ones, man, help them out, support them, talk to them, not just financially, but just emotionally, man, because entrepreneurs, people in general who work 9 to 5s go through enough, and entrepreneurs go through 10 times that, because they've got the whole world against their back telling them what they're doing is wrong, because they're trying to go against what the whole world wants them to do. It's stressful, man, but, I wouldn't trade it for 1 second in the world, man. I would not trade it at all. So summary of this video, y'all, just be grateful for where you're at right now in life. It might be hard. You might be going through a lot of stuff that you necessarily don't want to go through. No one wants to go through pain and experience it. But just think about and remember that by the end of this, you're going to be at a way better place in your life, and everything that you're going through right now is for your good, whether you want to believe it or not. So keep on pushing, keep on persevering. I got to check my food before it burns down the fucking house, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'll probably make another rant video on my way to work, because, well, I got to go to work and I don't want to. So I'll catch y'all in the next video.